Welcome back to another episode of Sports the End Podcast. Drop the back-to-back for y'all. Now we got the Super Bowl, the other main event, on Sunday. So now we have the AFC Champion, the Kansas City Chiefs, versus the NFC Champion, the Philadelphia Eagles. First off, let's start off with their road to getting there. For the Eagles, you guys play the Giants, beat them convincingly. They played the 49ers. 49ers, unfortunately, had an unfortunate quarterback situation, but the Eagles handle business the way they handle business. That's by their defense, getting to the quarterback, and their run game. And it's just, the Eagles are so good on all phases on offense. Teams are daring the Eagles to throw than to run the ball. And that's the crazy thing to me, because having wide receiver weapons with A.J. Brown, Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, and even Quez Watkins at times, you're telling me you're daring Jalen Hurts to throw to those wide receivers? It's crazy to me. But the Eagles have done a great job this season, and I give credit to their coach, Nick Sirianni, who has brought culture and instilled belief into Jalen Hurts. And Jalen Hurts has shown what he can do when someone actually believes in him. And so that goes a long way for a quarterback, having a coach who believes in him and instill confidence within the quarterback. So now Jalen Hurts was an MVP candidate in his second year starting, and it's paying off. And for the defense, shout out to that GM, Howie Roseman, because he knows if you win the trenches, you can win the game. He has done a great job acquiring Robert Quinn, Josh Sweat, alongside Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, and even drafting Jordan Davis and acquiring Javon Hargrave. Having four guys on that defensive lineman securing 10 or more sacks is crazy to me. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's no other way to put it. And he has done a great job even acquiring James Bradbury, who we can put in the top 10 cornerback conversation right now. And he has done a great job adding those pieces together and making a top-tier defense. And for the 49 players who are talking down Jalen Hurts or talking down their team, you can't just do that. You guys are at home. You have to sit there and watch and appreciate with the season that you had. Things just didn't go your way on that Sunday when you played the Eagles. You have to take it with a grain of salt and go to work on the offseason. You can't just do that to a very good opponent like the Eagles. But on the flip side, for the Chiefs had a game plan, and they've been executing it, beating the Jaguars and beating the Bengals. With Patrick Mahomes going out, basically playing on one ankle against the Jaguars, getting things done, and then going out against the Bengals, a team that has beat you 3 times in the calendar year, and you come back and win the most important game of the season. Patrick Mahomes, you deserve that MVP. You deserved it. He showed why he deserved it that night against the Bengals, running for that first down, basically on one leg. He's done a tremendous job this year. And their head coach, Andy Reid, coming in and setting a championship culture with leaders with Chris Jones, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Frank Clark. They all know what it takes to win a championship, and they've been doing it day in and day out since Patrick Mahomes been starting at quarterback. And for their journey, acquiring Isaiah Pacheco has paid dividends. Now that the Chiefs have a running game, it makes their offense that much more scary. But also acquiring good receivers who just know how to play their role, with Marquez Scantley, who had a great performance against the Bengals, going to work on Mike Hilton and Eli Apple, and acquiring Juju Smith-Schuster, who's done a great job being a veteran presence, being a great pro, not doing too much, just playing, just coming in, clocking the work, and doing what he needs to do so that his team can get a win. And having those two guys alongside Travis Kelce has paid dividends for the Chiefs. Not having Tyreek Hill, everyone's wondering what's going to happen. Those guys stepped up and put up great numbers for their roles and done a great job for the Chiefs to be where they at. So now, let's get into our impact players. Number one for the Chiefs has to be Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, this is probably one of your biggest games in your career, if not the biggest so far. Playing on one leg, hopefully you're rested up because you will be running around. Because the Eagles' defense linemen, no matter how good your offensive line is, they will get there. They will scheme up maybe a blitz, a 4-man rush, a 3-man rush. Somehow, some way, they are going to get to you. And Patrick Mahomes stays upright and puts the ball where it needs to be and not turn the ball over against a very good Eagles secondary with Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, Darius Slay, and James Bradbury. They have a good chance of winning. Second, the Chiefs' offensive line. If the Chiefs' offensive line keeps Patrick Mahomes upright, they will have a chance to win the game. But the Chiefs' offensive line did what they did against Tampa a couple years ago. No. It's just a no. And then third, the Chiefs linebackers. The Chiefs linebackers have to be disciplined on the RPOs because the Eagles will run. RPO. If the linebackers do not get caught looking in the backfield and just playing off instincts, they will be okay. Because if they do things the right way, the Chiefs will have a chance of winning. On the flip side, let's go to the Eagles. Whoever's Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, I think that would be the assignment. That would be the main person. If he can contain Travis Kelce, he will get paid in the offseason. If Chauncey Gardner-Johnson contains Travis Kelce, he will get paid in the offseason. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson has probably the biggest assignment of guarding Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes' favorite target. If that's the case, Chauncey Gardner, you have to wrap up. Do not let Travis run after the catch and get those big chunks of yards. Second, for the Eagles, I'll say A.J. Brown. If A.J. Brown has a big day, he has a shot at winning the Super Bowl MVP. He has a shot. Because the way that Joe Burrow just threw the ball up to T. Higgins, and T. Higgins just went up and got it with ease, I feel like Jalen Hurts can do that with A.J. Brown or even Devontae Smith. But A.J. Brown's just the bigger target. So if A.J. Brown has a field day, it will be a good one. And the third one, Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts doesn't turn the ball over or anything like that. But if Jalen Hurts comes in and plays just like it's another day and shows it's just another day at the office, the Eagles will have a good time during the Super Bowl because the Eagles will have a formidable shot at winning the Super Bowl. My 3 keys to the game for both teams. 1, win the turnover battle. If every team can win the turnover battle, will win the game. 2, whichever offensive line gives up the less sacks will give their quarterback the best chance to win. And even the run game, whoever can have the most push against the opponent's defensive line will give that team the best chance to win. 3. Somehow, some way, whichever kicker misses a field goal, it will haunt the team's success during the Super Bowl. Those are my big 3 keys to the game. But I want to see the interaction between Travis and Jason during the coin toss because I know their podcast has been going crazy the past couple of weeks with them both on their journey to the Super Bowl and making it and playing against each other, having their mom come on, having their dad come on, tell them stories about the brothers. It's gonna be hard to root for each other. It's gonna be hard to choose a team. I'm just rooting for both of them because both have had tremendous careers, Hall of Fame careers, and it's hard to choose. And that's my breaking point for the prediction. It's just so hard to choose. And the thing is, both have won a Super Bowl, so one won't be too bittersweet. But I think things will be difficult. But my prediction, I think the Eagles will win just based off they're the more complete team. Hear me out. The Eagles' defense is better. The offenses go hand to hand. Because if you go to quarterback, you get that to Kansas City. Running backs, you can give that to the Eagles. Wide receivers, you can give that to the Eagles. Tight ends, you can give that to the Chiefs. Offensive line, it's hard. It's hard to choose. But I give that to the Eagles because they have given the least sacks, having only 11 sacks. And then for the defensive line, give that to the Eagles. Linebackers, get that to the Eagles. Corners, secondary, get that to the Eagles. Special teams will play a key part in this game. I think the Eagles' special teams will execute at a higher rate than the Chiefs. Because football is all 3 phases of the game. Which team can be more disciplined, which team can wrap up, which team is the most aggressive but also disciplined, as I said before. And I think the Eagles will come out as the aggressors, and I think that's the reason why they will win. I think they will win 38-28. The Eagles on top. And I think that Jalen Hurts wins Super Bowl MVP. I think that Jason Kelce rides off in the sunset. I think Brandon Graham rides off in the sunset. And I think Fletcher Cox rides off in the sunset. And I just think it'll be a great game, but someone has to come out on top. I think that the Eagles will. That's it. I'll see you guys on next episode. Peace.